Good morning. Good morning. Hey, happy Sunday. It's still a glorious warm day, and even though fall is in the air, I don't even think I need this sweater really, but I thought, it's almost October. So welcome to another glorious day at Althea. Thank you so much to everyone who has made the choice and decision to spend some time with us in our wonderful sanctuary. And for those of you who are new, my name is Rick Kitzman, and I just sort of keep the ball rolling here, but today's a little different. I don't have to do as much today as I usually do. I'm so excited because we have our guest speaker, Catherine Newell, and she is going to knock it out of the park today. So that's something to look forward to. So she will be taking care of some of the duties that you may be familiar with me doing. So just a couple of brief announcements. If you have a cell phone, please put it on vibrate or silent, or that other setting I always like to mention, stun, because we don't want it to go off. And if it does, we have our Sergeant-at-Arms, Sarma, who will be casting it in near the huge boiler downstairs. So you're all familiar with The Shining? I'm just saying. What else? We have this lovely altar that's always set up every Sunday by Barbara Vale. And for those of you who are interested, you can bring a memento or something that reminds you of a goal or someone, and to just absorb the energy of the service and make it more holy or come to fruit or release its sadness or whatever. So it's a wonderful opportunity just to partake of the service on a deeper level. And next question is, how many first-timers here today? About half of you. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for coming. We have flowers to give out, and this is so, after the service, if you hang around, we can know who you are, introduce ourselves, make you feel even more welcome, and if you are interested in being on our email list, be sure to see Rick in the back and sign up. That's the best way to find out what's going on here at Althea. This is a very active community. We may be small, but we are very active. A lot going on here, So that's the best way to find out what's going on. I think that's all I need to do here. So why don't we go into a quiet place for our opening prayer. And just breathe in and breathe out. And just let go of the hurry and the stress of getting here. And just release the thoughts of, oh my gosh, I really need to do my laundry. Oh my gosh, are the Broncos going to win today? And just revel in this moment, this beautiful, beautiful second that unfolds and reveals the next and the next and the next. For as we breathe in and breathe out, we focus on that essence that makes us who we are, that internal voice, and we recognize at once our unity with a grander power, with Spirit, with God, with Buddha, with Allah, whatever you want to call this beautiful energy this force of the entire universe, this power of love, this creator. And each and every one of us is that divine expression of it. Yes, you are a holy child of spirit. And never let anyone tell you differently. And so as the time of the season is changing and we are coming into the season of harvest, where all of the fruits are reaped, of the seeds planted in the spring and the growth of the summer, and a preparation for getting cold and quiet. It is this time of examination. It is this beautiful cooling of the heat and the grab for sweaters and the changing of the trees. And yes, there is a time for every season. And so I simply know that this community is such a blessing to this world. And I bless and know that every spiritual community is a blessing in its own way to this world. And I know that as we come here to find peace and solace, we bring that with us. We find it here and we take it out into the world. And as I say probably every Sunday, the world needs you. The world needs us. The world needs more peace and love and harmony. And I know that each in our own way find it here, and we take it with us. It's always with us, but here we are reminded of that love and that power that we truly are. And so with a heart filled with gratitude, I just am so thankful that this place exists. And I just know that today is perfect. This moment is perfect. I'm so thankful and grateful for each and every one of you, for those who aren't here, for those who are online or using our social media, for their presence and their unity is just as viable and important. And we just say, let's just let it go. And we just release whatever is not true. We release whatever stresses and strains we have. We release any animosity. For in this moment, we are comforted by our truth. And that is that we are divine, and that we are holy, and that this life that we express is wondrous and filled with love. And together we say, and so it is. Amen, amen, amen.
Please stand as you're able and join me in the statement of being, followed by our sung response, "You are the face of God." God is all, both invisible and visible. One presence, one mind, one power is all. This one that is all is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. We are individualized expressions of God and are ever one with this perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. Thank you so much. I'd like to introduce our musical performers for today. Sydney Shaw is on still? There I am. Sydney Shaw is a Reiki practitioner, a tarot card reader, and a high priestess in training. And she has grown up being part of choirs. And Sydney, Catherine, and myself have a long connection through our history of singing with the Mile High Choir. Byron Shaw, Sydney's dad, has been lead singer and founding father of Denver's premier ska and reggae band, Judge Roughneck, for 25 years. And he holds the record for the most plays at Red Rocks by a local artist. So please welcome Sydney and Byron Shaw, joined by Catherine Newell.
Magic. Yes. So I'm a millennial, but I don't know everything about tech. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to all of you for inviting me here. If you're new, welcome. This space is completely magical. If you haven't felt it yet, you will. And I want to start a little bit different than normal. We're going to be a couple of different things, I'm sure, than normal today. But one first thing I want to do is invite some kiddos up on stage to join me if you're willing and able to participate in some fun. I'm going to start with some of our youngest congregants. So if you're under the age of 15, let's say, and you would like to participate, will you hand me my card, just the first card on there? Hey, y'all. Thank you. What are your names?
I'm Lily.
Lily?
Otis. My name's Leela.
Hi. All right, well, I just had a couple questions because we're talking about harvest, and I thought maybe the youngest amongst us could be a good intro into what really is harvest. So first of all, what's a season? Does anyone know what a season is?
4 days. It's like a season of like winter, fall, summer, all kinds of different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of a type of weather.
Ooh, okay.
The 4 days.
It's a 4-day?
4 months.
Oh, 4 months? Okay. And what season did we just enter in? You mentioned several. Which one did we just enter in?
Fall and summer.
Yeah, like the edge of summer, beginning of fall. Yeah. So what kind of things happen in fall?
The leaves fall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she stole it.
That was that one. Do you have one, Otis? No. Does it get maybe a little chillier? Yeah. And what is different about summer? What are you guys doing normally during the day in summer?
We're usually like going swimming and playing outside, but in the fall it gets really chilly, so you like need a coat and stay inside and stuff.
Yeah. What else starts in fall? In the summer, you're kind of chilling, right? You have the days off. What happens in fall that's pretty important in your life?
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's very, very cold. I'm gonna have to say that.
Where do you spend the majority of your time now in the fall, though? Every day during the week?
Bed.
In bed. Whatever works. This is why we do this. To get to where?
You make leaf piles
We make leaf piles.
and jump in it.
Did y'all maybe start school? Yes, okay. Not just in bed, you also started school too? So I'm wondering what harvest means to you. What does that term mean? Anyone know?
Like if you're picking up vegetables.
Picking them up from
A garden.
from a garden. Love that. From the soil, right?
And also from like if you had a farm.
Maybe you had a farm.
One of my friends, Maddox from school, actually lives on a farm.
Very cool.
And she's always late for school.
It's tough on a farm. There's a lot of work to be done, especially during harvest season.
Ride a tractor.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a huge part of farming.
That's why I don't want her to cut her finger off.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm wondering, Sydney, do you have a song about harvest that you would like to share with us, not just the kiddos, but all the big kiddos too?
Wouldn't you know it, I do know a song about harvest.
Okay, y'all want to join me on the stage?
Look at these brave kiddos. Can we get a round of applause
Yes.
for these kids? Yes. All right, guys. So how this song goes is I'll sing a line, and then you guys sing it back to me. Can you do that? All right, here we go. God of beauty is now reigning in the temple of my heart. God of beauty is now reigning in the temple of my heart, of my heart, of my heart, in the temple of my heart, of my heart, of my heart, in the temple of my heart. God of seasons is now reigning in the temple of my heart. God of seasons is now reigning in the temple of my heart, of my heart, of my heart, in the temple of my heart, of my heart, of my heart, in the temple of my heart. God of harvest is now reigning in the temple of my heart. God of harvest is now reigning in the temple of my heart, of my heart, of my heart, in the temple of my heart, of my heart, of my heart, in the temple of my heart. God of beauty is now reigning in the temple of my heart.
Good job, kids! Awesome! Look at this, they're applauding for you. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much,
Take your
guys.
seats. You were phenomenal. Do you feel really proud of yourself? All right, so the next thing we're going to actually have is a brief reading about harvest, because I bet you're wondering, those are great answers, and we need some more sustenance, some literature maybe to anchor us in harvest. So I'd like to invite up Dick Peterson to usher us into harvest. Awesome, thank you, Dick.
Sun is Libra. She's crying. You did this, didn't you? Go ahead, I'm okay.
Is it too small?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, I get emotional sometimes. Sun is Libra, fall is Equinox. Let it rest in your belly. Satisfaction, deep and delicious. Completion takes skill. It takes appreciation. When lovingly tendered, the process of culmination will nest the magic down deep, filling every cranny of our lives with wonder and its wholeness. Magic is in the details. It is in the way we infuse the simplest acts with the depth and passion of our connections. It is the way we imbue every little thing with our devotion to the sacred. The ways we feed the community by looking into each other's faces, risking connection, bringing our humanity to each other. Speak life into your life. Speak life into all the threads we weave and tend. Speak to and hear the wisdom of the daily, the gold revealed in the small things. There is a beautiful coherence between woven from large to small and back again. Satisfaction will settle the gifts of your work into your bones and breathe life into what still needs your heart and your focus and radical courage. Breathe love into every skill this time demands of us. Gather the harvest and delight in the work of the year.
And it is my belief that if we are mindful of the seeds that we plant, we can reap the harvest that this song sings about. Sometimes I lay under the moon, I thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when they feed on the souls of the innocent. Blood-drenched pavement, keep on moving though the waters stay raging. In this maze, you can lose your way, your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it faze you, no way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day this all will change, treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun. Sing a song of freedom like why-oh, 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 why-oh. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day.
Thank y'all so much. Don't worry, there's more music to come. I'm just going to talk a little bit first. So, it's up to you. You can sit here, you can go, all right. It's pretty chill here at Althea. It looks real fancy, but it's an incredibly authentic space, isn't it? Yeah, I love that juxtaposition. I went to a seminary in a space like that, where I had to learn how to, be places in my pajamas and like live at a space that's so historical. And part of the way that we honor Althea is actually through this authenticity. So I hope to share a little bit of that with you. I'm just a human and a minister, but really just a human. So what are we harvesting? Why are we even talking about autumn equinox? What did y'all think when you got that email welcoming you back to Althea for this topic? Maybe was it something like this? Are you like, yes, I love harvest. I planted some good seeds. I know exactly how this is going to go. Let's go. I'm ready for this. Maybe you were more like this, more existential, more spiritual, really connecting to the seasons. Or maybe this was your answer. Uh-oh, what seeds did I plant? Oh no. Am I going to have to till some soil? Am I going to have to actually excavate a little bit of my life right now? Well, all of these are good answers, so don't worry. No matter what your answer was, whether it would be a little bit of fear or nervous-based, or whether it be like, heck yes, let's do this. All of it is welcome in the harvest. And so before I really deep dive into the sermon, I thought you might want to know some things about harvest and really where we get these names and why does it matter. Like, I think it matters why we came from where we came from. And sometimes it gives us context to what's happening. So both the words gather and harvest have the same root word for Proto-Germanian. So all of us gathered here already in a harvest state of mind already. You're gathered. So step one, aced it. Look at you. Harvesting. Do you feel that already? Yeah. So the equinox part, a lot of folks hear this word. What is it? Equinox actually, it happens twice a year, once in spring, once in fall. And equinox basically means equal parts day and night. So we're halfway through to the summer solstice, the brightest, longest day of the year, and the winter solstice, the smallest, shortest day of the year. So we're halfway, and it's just a great time to reflect and step back and say, okay, what really happened? Am I doing this on purpose? Am I living my life with purpose? That's my favorite part about ritual, is this disruptive part that we don't just continue on in our day-to-day lives, that it actually challenges us to say, okay, what's really happening here? So the autumn equinox, if you were not aware, was on Wednesday. I'm sure you crushed it wherever you were, right? You celebrated in your own way. Maybe it was with an altar, maybe a prayer, maybe something entirely different, maybe some songs with some kiddos, we don't know. The harvest itself is defined as a period and or a process of harvesting crops. So Otis crushed it, yes. In the dirt, and we till the soil, we get those veggies out of the ground. I love this because it doesn't mean that it's only time-based with this period, and it doesn't mean it's only work-based with the process and this driving force and the doing. I think we mix a lot of those things up in spirituality. When do we sit, and when do we push? And I love that Harvest kind of invites us to do a little bit of both, and we're going to dive into that a little bit further. I will tell you that this holiday is also called Mabon, if you are in the Celtic tradition. Lots of folks around the world have traditions that they honor this autumn equinox. This means a lot to me personally. I could have spoken about so many things with y'all, but I really think it's important to honor where I come from as well, my lineage, which is Celtic. And it was something that really mattered to me. Once I started marking the seasons and the moon cycles in my life, everything changed. I woke up in a state of awareness and amazement every single day. And it was just that pausing. It was that awareness of there's a way larger story than whatever I'm telling myself. Right? We're not alone in this. There's lots of stories in this room, but we're all getting to experience this equinox together on purpose. So before the dark comes and the cold comes, as Rick said, I'm not really a fan of cold, I'll just tell you right now. I've terrified memories of me in a New York City winter, just freezing. The one thing that gets me through the cold, and I learned this in New York, really good boots, amazing jacket, like a parka, and just running as fast as I could without slipping to the subway station. So I feel like if we're going to go into this darkest part of the year, fine, let's do it. We can handle it. If we're prepared. So I wanted to help prepare you. I thought that might be some. Did people like to be prepared? You're like, no, I want to just, come on, Catherine, let's do it. Let's get out there. I don't need some boots. I'm fine. Yes, there we go. We have someone who just want to be prepared. So I'm going to go through 3 tools. They're not like a rake or a hoe, but I think they're decent. I think they're decent tools for harvesting with intention and empowerment. I also will tell you I love alliteration, so they're going to be 3 R words. Sorry, not sorry. The first one is reflect. So we are taking stock. We are taking time to reflect and remember what this past season has brought us, or not. Maybe we planted some seeds that never came to yield. So now is this moment where we get to pause and go, okay, really what happened? Who was I in that situation? How is this relationship really doing? Is my career where I want it or need it to be? With this pandemic, it's, I think, shook up quite a bit in our lives, so that's understandable as well. But I feel like the COVID experience has really been this amazing pause button that we got to push. For me, it was an opportunity. It was horrible death and destruction, and I acknowledge that. And I acknowledge the privilege that even just me saying this has. And it was an amazing time to say, okay, if this pause button is happening, why? What am I really meant to see that I've never seen before or hear? What relationships are meant to be released, and also what relationships have I just kind of kept on the back burner and haven't fully honored or acknowledged? So I ask not only what seeds were you planting a season ago, but even a full year ago. Last fall, there was talk of a vaccine. We were still basically terrified to go out in public. And people were not here, right, in person. So just to be on this stage is amazing. I think just to be with all of you is phenomenal. I don't take that lightly. This is the first church, spiritual center, anything that I've been in over 2 years. And I chose today to share it with you. Oh, thank you. It took bravery to walk in the door. What helps me is the mask mandate, yay, that preparation piece, and reflecting all that we've done to come here, and understanding the power and the presence that Althea has. This Althea community actually has not just survived. It has thrived. Y'all lost your spiritual leader in spring, and I am absolutely floored and amazed that everyone here came together and said, okay, what are we going to do for the next 9 months as we sow the seeds of what we're meant to harvest later on? You came together. You didn't just throw in the towel. Do you know how many churches I know that would be like, you know what? This thing is hard to run. We got a big building. We got a lot of personalities. I'll see you later. I might come back for harvest, probably not. And you didn't do that. Many of you stayed and hunkered and really connected with each other and listened harder than you've ever listened and collaborated and visioned your way through. And that's not an accident, right? This building has a lineage and a legacy of women who do things that no one thinks is possible, of women that step forth and lead with spirit through their bodies, through their souls. And I am on this stage right now only because of these women. I am a fourth generation member of the New Thought movement. For those who are not sure, I'm sure I will one time teach you a class on the history of the New Thought movement. It is my favorite thing to teach people. But for the purposes of time, my grandmother and my great-grandmother were both Christian scientists. My mother raised me religious science, and she's here today. So we got some lineage going on in this house. And when I think about their greatest dream, have you ever heard that, like, your ancestors' greatest dream? Well, not only are you each your ancestors' absolute, unbelievable greatest dream, I get to do that today, which is why I cried almost like half the time on the way to this place, didn't I? Yeah. And I kept saying, I feel them. I feel my ancestors. They are here. I know it. And I felt it the moment I walked in this space. Nona Brooks had a dream, and you all are her harvest right now. So breathe that in. We forget to breathe sometimes when it's a little intense, right? When you feel maybe there's a weight or intensity of legacy, but really it's an activation and a call. We get to do that today. So this space, women literally built, and I want to honor that in a time of reflection. So as we reflect on this past season, on your past lineages, just take a moment and pause and press that pause button that COVID taught us oh so well how to pause. Okay. Next tool, R, release. I know, a lot of people here, including me, you like control. Who likes control? Yeah, just a little, I'm like, yes. I know its spirit is in ultimate control, but my ego really likes it. Tell that part for just the next 2 minutes, just sit next to you in the seat, okay? But thank you so much, but I'm gonna really hear what is meant to be heard in this moment. So the second R is release. What are we releasing? What is stirring up in us that's really meant to let go? Harvest is not just this reflection, this passive, oh yeah, okay, what seeds did I plant? But really letting go of some bad yield. What didn't work? What job didn't work? What relationship didn't work? Or paradigm? I had a lot of paradigm shifts this past year. I thought one way, I thought not only in my own personal life, what about in our government? What about in who's leading us societally? It's a lot of shifting we've had to do. And some has not worked out. So what really needs to be let go and released? I'm going to take a sip of water and I'm going to tell you a story. I was a chaplain, still am, let's be real, but not in a hospital currently. But I was a hospital chaplain, mostly in neuro ICU settings and trauma settings for several years at several different hospitals. So I have about 1,000,001 chaplain stories, but I'm going to just tell you one. And so one day, I was headed down to the emergency department, because we're often called for trauma, and there was a motorcycle crash. And I met this young man who was pretty banged up. Nothing was super broken, but he had a lot of road rash going on. He was really jarred. If anyone has ever been in a car accident, or any accident at all, you know that in one split second, your life can change, whether you're in it or whether you're the family of someone impacted. I am a way better driver now because of being a chaplain. I'm way more defensive driver because I know that. So I connected with him as I do with all patients. I said, what can I do to help you? What do you need in this moment? This is a lot that you're going through. And he said, I think just a prayer. I'm fine. I said, okay, well, I'm going to go check if anyone from your family is in the waiting room. He said, great. I don't think so. I didn't call them. He's not able to really speak very well on the phone. And I said, well, sometimes people find out and the nurses call. So I'll go to the waiting room, and that's where I meet this woman. And she says, I'm his fiance, And she is beside himself. I'll just start with that. Tears and fear, I mean, rightly so. The person, she kept saying, he's my soulmate, I knew it, and this is just confirming everything, and I have to marry this man, this is it for me, absolutely. And she felt so secure in these feelings and so driven, and I said, okay, stay right here, and I'm just gonna go tell him. It's important we get patient consent, so this is important for all of you. So I go back to him and I say, there is this woman, she is beside herself, she misses you, she is so grateful to be connected to you and marry you soon, and so would you like me to bring her back? And he says, huh? Yeah, not the face the chaplain is saying. I'm on, right? I'm like, these lovers, they need to reunite, this is trauma, all these things. Okay, so he says, what? We've been broken up for 3 months. Yeah. Awkward doesn't even begin. I was like, you don't say. Okay. So I said, oh, would you like to at least see her? She really feels called to see you. He said, no. I'm good. Got enough going on. I'm pretty banged up. I'll focus on my healing. And not just professionally, but personally, I like to respect people's consent. So I said, okay. I will send her on her way and let her know that very awkward response. So I let her know what he was feeling, and I said, you know, he doesn't really want to see you. I wish you well. Obviously, this is not how she saw the day going, and that is also not how he saw the day going either. What I learned as a chaplain over and over again is the power of death in release of what needs to be let go. And whether someone actually dies or it's the death of a relationship, it's the releasing that holds the power, that holds the medicine for the situation. They both came to that hospital with very different ideas of how that day was going to go. And they left very differently. But either way, they got clarity about what was meant to be released. So what needs to die in your life right now so that you can have a better yield next year? What needs to be released? You know what that is. You are the expert of your own life in every way, shape, and form. Okay, third tool. Reaping. I know you're all waiting for this word. My mother loves harvest jargon. She was like bounty and seeds and hoes and rakes and all this stuff. And I was like, reaping. It just sounds a little weird to me. The word is not always used in such a positive way. Today we're going to remix it and use it in a positive way. So reaping is receiving. Reaping is what Otis was talking about. This taking is digging into the ground, tilling the soil, and saying, yes, this is my veggie, this is my medicine, this is my fruit for the year. This is what's going to sustain me through the darkest, loneliest parts, the coldest, most devastating parts of the year maybe. How can we get through that? And now you get to receive. So I want to lift up the conscious part of receiving. A lot of folks kind of just like, oh, oops, I stumbled into this thing. I kind of like it. I'm not sure if I do. But what's really important about the reaping process is it's intentional. It's conscious. So we're going to do this today. We're going to bring it to the front of our mind. It's going to come from the unconscious to the conscious part of our brain. I will say that COVID taught me a lot about death and about the releasing part, but also about what I'm ready to receive. And I know that now, and I empower you to do the same, eat that donut. Yes, take that bath. Yes, thank you. See, Spirit said yes, take that bath. I love it. I love those spaces in time where we get to indulge, and COVID has really, really, really taught us we get to press pause sometimes. We get to really indulge, and so now is the time to reap your harvest. Don't wait. Don't say, okay, I'm going to only do a little bit here, and then I'm going to just, I'm going to reap the rest in February. I just can't handle it. What? It's time now. It doesn't happen on accident. You're not here on accident, are you? Who accidentally walked through those doors? No, not even the children. So that's good. Everyone came here on purpose. So for me, what comes up sometimes, I don't know if this is your case, any barriers to receiving that come up. For me, the moment someone says, oh yeah, go for it. So I'm giving you this permission slip today. If you're like, oh, can I just cuddle way past my bedtime? Yes. Can you have that cake? Yes. Can you read that book you haven't seen in forever? You're like, oh, it's been sitting on my bedside table for 10 years. Read it. I give you permission. Yes. All right. Thumbs up for reading. For me, what comes up is some barriers, some like monkey mind chatter. So that might be, are the good things that you've received in alignment with who you are? Sometimes that's not the case too, right? You don't just want to receive, this is the conscious part, this is bringing that into the conscious realm of just not waking up one day and realizing, you know, you have 1,700 rolls of toilet paper and not sure why. Like, right? This happened on purpose. Please stop hoarding the toilet paper, everyone. In general, stop hoarding prosperity fully. You know, maybe you're hoarding so much. Maybe you need to share this prosperity. Maybe harvest season is that you look, okay, some people have a garden and other people have a farm. If you have a farm of prosperity, who could you share it with? How can you make someone else's harvest even sweeter? Even when there is absolutely nothing, there's always something. There is always some goodness in that ground. Always, always, always. For me, what keeps coming up when I try to receive is when there's so much hurt in the world, how do I receive? Especially with this pandemic, right? We saw so much destruction of global governments to simple relationships, simple decency with other humans in our society. How are we going to do this when people are losing their loved ones left and right? How am I going to receive? And I'm telling you, I've walked this path, and I have received. I know it to be true, and I know it is the right thing to do, because I fell in love in this pandemic. Yes. It's not that hokey, whatever. People are like, oh yeah, love. No. I reaped and received some love, y'all. Yes. And that's how I know you can do it, because I prayed a long time for this man. And when he finally came, he did not come empty-handed. He said, hi, I have this really wonderful 6-year-old. That's right. Otis is clapping for himself. Yeah. So I know what it's like to harvest something that I've sown seeds for years. And I wondered, would it ever come? And it came in so much abundance. Sometimes my heart just burst. Otis picked out my outfit today. And if you would have told me that my future stepson would be this amazing, who reads and who explores and challenges me, and that I would be in a relationship with a man who shows up every single time I need him to, cooks me the best meals I've ever had in my life, it's possible. So whatever's going on in your life right now, sometimes we feel like, I don't know what the harvest is. I don't know how to reap. And other people feel like, wow, I've got an abundance. Figure out which lane you're in and figure out how to get into alignment with that. Because this is your season of reaping. This is it. This is your season of receiving today. We don't want to just talk about harvest. Not really a talker in general, to be honest with you. I know I'm talking to you right now. I'm much more of an interactive person, so I don't really want to just have y'all just sit out there and go, oh, these were nice. These were good 3 R's. Yeah, okay. Reflect, release, and reap. Got it? Okay, I'm good. There's a linchpin to all of this. There's a root that is important for all of this to actually work. The most important piece of this entire thing. If you get nothing else, really, those 3 R's pretty decent, I thought. But if you did not think they resonated, this part is crucial, and it is gratitude. It is gratitude. The fastest way to alter your paradigm is to root in gratitude. I'm going to say it again. The fastest way to alter your paradigm is to root in gratitude. And what often shifts when you shift your paradigm? Everything else. You finally have an okay prescription. You finally got it. You're in alignment. So, we're going to do it. Who is ready to embody a little bit of this? Yeah? Yes? All right. So, we're going to do a ritual. Why? It works every single time. It's like the essence of who I am. Every bit of training and seminary that I had, it all came back to ritual. Why? We want to embody the growth. Ritual is that in-between liminal space of, I think I want to do this, to I am it, I have it, it exists within me, I house it in my body, in my essence. So we get to do that together. So on your way in, you received a lot of fun things, right? Like a program, maybe you got some flowers, and you also have a pen, I'm hoping, and a sticky note. Do you have one or two sticky notes? Two, right? Awesome. If you do not have two sticky notes, you need one. Raise your hand, and our amazing ushers will get you a sticky note or a pen or whatever you need. Simple and profound. That's how I like to do rituals. So, the ushers are going to come. Let them know if you need pens or sticky notes. You're going to need two of them. And as we head into this ritual, I'm going to ask Sydney and Byron to just join me on stage. They're going to help us root a little bit. There is nothing like the power of music to literally change the frequency of the cells in your body. And this is a ritual of transformation, because that means that you enter this space different than you're going to leave this space. They're still doing it. I'm going to drink some water real quick. And here's my main question to you right now. How does your body feel? You've been hearing a lot of stuff, probably thinking a lot of things, reflecting, what do I need to release? What am I really receiving? But how does your body feel in this moment? Really do a check-in. Do you feel alive? Do you feel present? Free? Expansive? What about grateful? I feel pretty grateful. I'm looking at all of you. You're gorgeous. And really, your auras are really speaking the loudest. I invite you to look around this space and really see it. The space that Nona Brooks created from her dreams made manifest. And all the people that we call community. These are our neighbors and our loved ones, our fellow dreamers and core shakers. That's who you're surrounded by right now. And also God, right? All that invisible in the air, in your body, in the breath. So this is our harvest moment. And breathe that in. And as we begin our reflection part, let's also let go. If you need to release something real quick, let it go so we can get real clear in this ritual right now. What are you grateful for in your life? And figure out one tangible thing that you are absolutely grateful for in your life. And write that down on one of those sticky notes. What are you grateful for in your life? And give like a minute or so. Some people like to write paragraphs about what they're grateful for. Some people have one word. There's no wrong or right answer. It just is. and you know what it is in your heart. And here's the second question I have for you. Are you ready to receive that? Look at that piece of paper. Are you ready to harvest that today? Yes? I really can't hear you. Yeah. Rituals only work if your whole being. So you got to use your voice, you got to use your body, got to connect it to the elements. All right, on your second piece of paper, you are going to write what you are so grateful to Althea for. This space, the land underneath your feet, the humans that birthed this into being, and those that have sustained us all year. What are we grateful for Althea? If this is your first time, maybe you know what it is already. If you don't, that's okay. Connect to another community that's rooted in spirit as well. You know the answer to put on this. Maybe it's something that Althea brought you, or taught you, or even transformed within you. But you know this answer. All right, 30 more seconds. Thank you so much, Byron. All right, and as you're done, please pass. You can keep the one that's your personal thing that you're grateful for. And the thing that you're grateful for Althea for, please pass it in, and the ushers will collect them. Right in the basket. This is a seed that we're planting here for Althea as well today. So we get to harvest not only personally, but collectively. Feels a little different when you do things in a community, doesn't it? Especially after a long time of not being able to be fully in community, to be fully connected. We get that opportunity today. All right, as everyone collects those, I invite you to root in gratitude and remember this spirit of how easy it was to write that down. Of how easy it was to share it in the basket. All right, and now is the finality of this ritual. This is the part where I'm gonna invite the ushers forward again. And this is our offering time. It is. This is the time that we say thank you with our personal prosperity. We reinvest into this space that has invested into us. If you have loved this experience today, if you have hope for the future, if you are connected to Althea's past and you are invested in its future, now is the moment. We invite you to place your offerings in the basket with love and intention, knowing that whatever you place in this basket, you will return tenfold. This prosperity magnifies and permeates who we are. So give with your whole heart, your whole being. Just as you placed your gratitude in the basket, you're going to place it again. It's just going to be in a monetary form. We also have a dip jar in the back. You could use that as well after the service. We are grateful for you. This investment helps sustain and enliven and invigorate this community. We can only do this with everyone helping together and truly walking their talk. I love this because I often have done harvests separate from people, right? Have people celebrated this a little separately? And it's so nice to literally gather and harvest together. And as we keep doing that, I invite you to sing whatever calls to you with us. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this space, Spirit. Thank you for this space. Thank you for this space, Spirit. Thank you for this space. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful space. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful space. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Yes. So now we have collected all this goodness, we have shared our prosperity with one another, and we have harvested these seeds from Althea and from our lives that we've sown in this space. So I invite Judith up on the stage to do our gratitude prayer.
From Benedictine monk, Brother David Rendell Rast, I quote, "In daily life we must see that it is not happiness that makes us grateful, but gratefulness that makes us happy. To the divine source and creator of all that is, we offer gratitude for your many gifts that bring joy, peace, and growing love, building in the center. Amen."
Amen. And I'm going to invite Rick up to give some announcements.
Well, what do you think? I don't know, it's kind of weird coming back down to earth to make a few, yeah?
Yes!
Thank you. I think somebody wants to play some music. I don't know who or what planet they're from, but there is an energy here of love and frivolity, and my gosh, what was this place built for if not that? So a few announcements. You received a handout. This is regarding the Authentically You Symposium, and this is from Althea, of course, but Mariposa. This is coming up on Saturday, October 16th. Tim Wilson here. Tim is here, and it is going to be an all-day affair. So you can register here. If you have questions, you can speak with Tim. You can register online, and you'll notice that there is quite an agenda, and we have Dr. Jonathan, who will be speaking. This is via Zoom or a recorded video. So if you need a little Dr. Jonathan fix, highly recommended. Tim always puts his heart and soul into anything he does. This is bound to be an absolutely fantastic day seminar. Tim, yes. Okay, volunteers. Great way to be of service and to pay back and really be part of a very joyous day, I have no doubt. On the back of your agenda here, there's a few announcements. For next week's gathering, we have another candidate, Reverend Robert Brzezinski. He's going to be our guest speaker for October 3rd gathering. And so, you know, we on the board have been going through this process of, you know, gathering resumes, getting the job description out and all that, and it's taken its time, but it's taken its perfect time as well. And in Spirit's time, perfect divine order, perfect divine timing. And so please, once again, show up next week. We have a new member ceremony. This is going to be a dynamic service coming up on the 10th. And for those of you who want to join, we have a form in the back. You can also fill out a form online. And we want to make sure that we you know, are listening to your needs and desires about what it means to be part of a spiritual community. And as you can see, it's a pretty dynamic environment. So I encourage you to sign up. And for those of you who were coming like even pre-COVID or who have never been to a membership ceremony, you may be a person who has been coming with consistency and contributing consistently but have never been through a ceremony. Now's your time. Please, please join us. And if that wasn't enough, those of you who know Catherine McKay, she is going to lead the charge, so it's bound to be fun and joyful. Let's see, a few classes here. Authentically You, Embracing Self in Challenging Times, a day-long symposium. That's what I just talked about. Never mind. Community Connections, this is run by Kathy Humphreys. And if you have questions, she's in the back here. It's a way to connect on a weekly basis with the Althea community. She always has a great topic. There's great wisdom from all of the participants. And if you're like me, you learn a lot from other people. So that's the week coming up. For those of you who don't know, we have a comedy troupe. It's Denver Underground Comedy. And they will be in October, Friday and Saturday nights. I went a couple weeks ago. They have a 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock show. I strongly urge you to go. $10. You must show proof that you are vaccinated or COVID negative. And it was a riot. It was really just another indication of what a dynamic space this is. Rick? Gong Bath is after, what time does it start? 12:30? 12:30. This is Greg's Gong Bath. What else did you say? Deep dive. Oh, and the deep dive, yes. We are going to have a deep dive led by, of course, our guest speaker, Catherine Newell. And I think we usually meet in here, but because of the Gong Bath, we're just going to wing it in I think the dining room. It's going to be bigger. We can close the doors, and we'll make it work. We do request that you keep your masks on, though, during the deep dive as well. I mean, if you're going to speak, you know, you can pull it down or whatever. Anything else from anybody? What? Oh, yeah, prayer partners, right? Prayer partners, if you are in need of an affirmative prayer, we have Dick and Lee Peterson, who will be giving prayer partners back in the prayer room or the library back there. New member, don't forget, you have forms to fill out. Give them to Rick or me or anybody. Anything else? I'm sorry? Coffee. There will be coffee and tea. Do we have any chocolate? Yes, there will be drinks, yeah. in the dining room. We ask that you do take them outside if you want to converse. And I mean, I know I said we're going to meet in the lobby or in the dining room for the deep dive, but if you want to just get some fresh air, take it outside. Anything else? All right. Thank you so much. And what's next?
I'm going to invite Reverend Michael Buckley up to come and do our closing prayer.
I want to say thank you for your performance, I guess is the correct term, maybe. Anyway, please join me in consciousness of the divine and the sacred, of the knowledge that we are here to make manifest the presence of God. We acknowledge the light of God in each and every one of us, and everyone we meet, and everyone we encounter. That includes everything that happens after we leave here. We want to carry with us that consciousness of the divine and the sacred into our daily lives, into the people we encounter, and that we are blessed by everyone we encounter, wherever we go and whatever we do. We give thanks, we let this be so, and so it is.
So it is, amen. I also, before we have our closing song, I want to give a huge heap of thanks to everyone that helped this service happen. There was a lot of people that went into not only the logistics, but their hearts and their minds and their visions. So thank you to these amazing performers. Thank you to all those that helped, really. Thank you. I have felt so loved, so held, and so cared for by this community in the past few weeks, and that is exactly what you want as a spiritual director candidate, so thank you. I want you to feel what I feel, and that's why I invite you to look at the back door. That is all of your gratitude for this space, abundantly shared, and I invite you on the way out. They're going to open the doors just slightly, and you can check it out on your way out. Really read what your community loves about each other and this space together. So the harvest continues. Thank you all. I look forward to seeing you if you want to come to the deep dive. Get ready for some more workshop type stuff. You get to talk a little bit more, not just me talking at you, and talk with each other and really get to know each other as well. Thank you so, so, so much. I know that you go forth with peace, with love, with harmony, and with oneness in your heart. I'm grateful for this space together and for harvesting with all of you. All right, Daryl, hit it.
All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day this all will change, treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free. I'm proud to be under the same sun. Sing a song of freedom like why-oh, 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 why-oh. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Give it up to Sydney and Byron Shaw. Yeah.
A blessed harvest to all of you. I'll be outside if you want to chat. Take care.